Everyone. Nice to see you. As you're coming in, you can also share this out because we're talking about a very important topic today, all about whether loving a child is going to spoil them. People say it all the time. Don't love them so much. Why are you doing that? You're going to spoil them. Is this the truth? Is offering your child a lot of love, hugs, cuddling, kissing, all of that, is that going to spoil your child? So, before we get started with this, let me tell you who I am. I exactly. Let me tell you who I am. I am Celia Kibler. I am a family and relationship empowerment coach offering private coaching, group coaching, free coaching, and I'm the founder of Pumped Up Parenting, the founder of the Day of Calm Foundation. And we just had our Day of Calm 3-day summit honoring the International Day of Calm on April 5th. And if you missed it, there's going to be replays. So don't worry, you'll be able to rewatch some of these incredible expert speakers around the world. I am also the founder of Fun Fit Family Fitness, the co-founder, and I am a mommy of 5. I've been doing this mommy thing for over 41 years. I've successfully parented a blended family for over 29 years, and I have 9 amazing grandchildren. So I have also been working professionally and in my education life for about 45 years. So I'm here to help you. Let's talk about, and I'm the award-winning author of Raising Happy Toddlers, Mom's Choice Award. We have notes here. This is like a manual, guys. You know how parents always say kids don't come with a manual? They do. Here it is. It's written like a manual. It's available in English. It's available in Spanish. You can get it and you can look up anything you need and find successful solutions to whatever you're being a little challenged with. And yes, Ronza, the more love, the better. You can't give your child enough love. But here is the confusing point. People confuse love with many other things. Love is hugging, is nurturing, is listening, is valuing a child, is giving them space, is giving them the opportunity to join in conversation without judgment and criticism. It is helping your child feel visible. We all want to feel visible. How many of you are in a relationship right now where you feel like you're totally invisible? You might as well be a roommate because you don't even feel appreciated. You don't feel like anyone cares whether you come or go. Making someone feel appreciated helps them to feel loved and valued. And if you're already into this conversation, share it out with someone else so we can bless another person with this. What is not love? So here is the big thing. What's not love? I'll tell you what's not love. Hold on. I have an itch. What is not love is giving in to your child's every whim. What is not love is making them believe that everything will go their way. What is not love is making sure your child's entire world is always happy. Why are these things not love? Because they're not realistic and you're not setting them up for success as an adult. You need your child to get disappointed. You need to exercise their disappointment muscle. They need to realize that in life, not everything will go their way. The only way you spoil a child is to give into their every whim at the time they want it, what they want at that moment. If they cry, you give in. If they want something, you give in. That's what spoils a child. And then that child grows up expecting to always be happy. They expect the entire world to cater to them. They grow up thinking they are the center of the universe. It is unrealistic for you to encourage your child to think that way. Each person is not the center of the universe. We're the center of we're part of a bigger community. The first introduction to community is your family. Then you go to school, you're in classes, more community. And if a child is led to believe that they are the center of the universe completely, then it doesn't matter where they go, eyes on me. Everything must be what I want, how I want it. That is how you spoil a child. And that is how you deny them the ability to cope with reality. Love is setting up limits and boundaries. Love is offering consequences. Love is offering encouragement. Love is spending one-on-one time with your child so they always know they're special, even if they have siblings. Love is finding things that are fun to laugh together and play together. Love is not walking into a store and your child wants a toy and you buy it for them, even though you had no plans to, or you can't afford to. Love is walking into a store and your child wants a toy and you say, honey, we're not here for that right now. We're buying a birthday present for your brother. It's his birthday. When it's your birthday, we'll get toys. But you know what I can do? I can take a picture of what you want. I'll put it on a list because people always ask me what you want for holidays or birthdays. Happy to do that. Let's take a picture. Meantime, help me pick out a toy for your brother. That is love. Showing them that they're not always going to get what they want. There are limits, there are boundaries in life, there are consequences for our choices. Teaching them, encouraging them to consider a choice before making it. Proper consequences that are good consequences, that are not just punishment, teaches a child to make a better choice the next time that situation occurs. Punishment doesn't do that. Punishment creates fear. Now you are parenting your child through fear. And now they're afraid of you. And now they're only going to listen to you because they're afraid of you. Screaming and yelling at your child does not create respect. Only respect creates respect, and you're not respecting them if you're yelling at them. You are respecting them if you walk over and say, oh, I see you're playing, honey. Do you want another 1 or 2 more minutes to play? And then it's time to come in for dinner. Then you're actually respecting what they're doing. Just like we as parents expect our children to respect what we're doing and learn not to just demand something of us. These are things that are loving, but will not spoil a child. If you pick your child up and you hold your baby and you hug your baby, babies need to have their basic human needs satisfied. We are infants. We need love. We need compassion. We need somebody to take care of our needs, like our need for food, our need for cleanliness, our need to be clothed, our need for shelter. It has been proven that if a child is denied that in the first 3 months of their life, their brain is affected directly. They actually suffer major permanent brain damage. if they are denied the basic human needs. So when somebody says, "Oh, put that baby down," you don't need to hug them. Give them a hug. Yes, you need to put them down and let them play. Let them learn to exercise their body and wiggle. You are not your child's entertainment 24/7, no matter what the age of your child is. Older kids, give them the opportunity to be bored. You know what happens when you're bored? Creativity. How many times you were in the shower driving a car and your next idea comes to you, you're like, "Whoa, that would be a great idea for this." Because you have stilled your mind. You are not being entertained. You're not looking at a screen. How do we watch from the beginning? Cindy, it will be after I do this live, I will repost it. So I will share it again as long as nothing goes wrong. Last time Instagram quit on me totally. So as long as nothing goes wrong, once I'm finished, I will share it again and it will be a post. And then you can rewatch that post. Okay. If worse comes to worse, if Instagram, and I don't want to say it to, knock on wood, if Instagram quits on me for some reason, I'm not able to repost it, but you can watch it on Facebook, on my YouTube channel, Pumped Up Parenting, or the YouTube channel Day of Calm. It's in LinkedIn. It's shared to a lot of places. So there are other places you can always watch if Instagram for some reason crashes, like it did that last week. So that's just why all of a sudden it just ended. Okay. So you're welcome, honey. Let's get back with this. Okay. Because one thing I want you to remember is those people in your life who are saying to you, stop hugging your child, stop kissing your child, stop carrying your child, stop doing this, stop doing that, stop doing that. You know those people. Share this with them so that they understand what truly spoils a child, and it is not love. If your child is throwing a tantrum, you said, let me think of an example. Dinner is being served on the table and they want ice cream. And you say, honey, dinner is about to be served. We're ready to eat. You can't have ice cream right now. And they pitch a fit. Spoiling that child would be like, okay, I can't take it. I can't take it. Here, have some ice cream. Can't have a lot, but have some ice cream. Not spoiling a child if they're screaming and yelling would be consoling them and saying, honey, I'm sorry. We're going to have some ice cream on Saturday or tomorrow. We'll have some ice cream after school or whatever when they can have ice cream. But right now we have to eat dinner. You give them a little hug, a little kiss, send them. That is not spoiling them. Giving them the ice cream that caused the tantrum is spoiling them. And not only that, you are confirming that tantrums work. So now you are setting yourself up for a lifetime of tantrums because they know if they pitch a fit long enough, you're going to give them what they want. And now that is a method of getting what they want. And as long as you confirm that, that is what is spoiling your child. That is why they're throwing tantrums all the time. If you let tantrums run their course, they will die down. You will have less of them, fewer of them, and they won't last as long. But if you give in eventually, they not only will happen constantly, they will last forever because your child is sure that the longer they go, the sooner you'll give in. Make sense? Give me like an emoji or something if it makes sense to you, if I'm making sense. Okay. Cheers. A little bit of water. So here's the question. I know some of you are thinking that have infants. And yes, I am a sleep coach as well for infancy. My baby's crying. My baby's in the crib. Do I pick up that crying baby? Hi, Ginevra. Do I pick up that crying baby? If you just put that baby down and they're crying and they're not really crying, I find that some parents don't really recognize a strong cry. Your baby's just kind of whining, like, they're doing that. Let them sleep. They'll fall asleep. They'll soothe themselves to sleep. Don't pick them up. If they're hungry and they're screaming, they wake up from a nap and they are screaming, you should know they're hungry cry. Get them up. Have a bedtime ritual to put them to bed by, even for older kids. Have a routine, even for older kids. But remember, what will spoil a child is that they know everything is going to go their way. That is what spoils a child, that the parents always ensure that that child is happy. We can't be happy all the time. We have to understand that some things don't go our way and not a big deal. If it doesn't go our way, what do you do? And I'm sure you know plenty of adults that when things don't go their way, they throw a tantrum or they drink or they do drugs because they can't deal with the disappointment. In reality, if things don't go our way, we need to take it in stride and go, okay, that didn't work out. I need to plan a different way. Let me look at what I did and let me see if there's some variation that I can do that might make the outcome more of what I want. How to train an infant to sleep. You'd have to hire me for that because that's not just one tip. Okay. So that's all about what you're doing, what the baby's doing. Reach out to me, send me a message, and we can talk about that. But unfortunately, getting a baby to sleep is not just one tip, as is most with parenting. Understand that with parenting, it is a system like everything else. Doctors have systems, lawyers have systems, plumbers have systems. All of that, there are all systems. Hi, Kush. Parenting should be a system. And if you don't have a system and you have no clue of a system, hi, Kushi from the Castory-Graham College of Higher Education, which we just had a great celebration of the Day of Calm. Thank you so much. So good to see you here. If you don't have a system in place for your parenting, you can get mine for a very low price. I created a system, 21 days to stop yelling at your kids. Even if you're not yelling, this puts a functional system in your home that increases cooperation, increases love, increases happiness, increases listening, increases motivation, all of that. If you go to quityelling.com, if someone wants to put that in the comments, quityelling.com. But since you're here with me, I want to offer you a huge discount by putting in the coupon code podcast. Quityelling.com, coupon code podcast, one time low price. You will have a system. I'm doing great. Thank you. Doing great. Happier that you're here. So if you need, it's not going to cost you much of anything, and your life will change in 21 days, even sooner. So I encourage you to spend about a month of $1 a day, a little over $1 a day, and put a working parenting system in place. You won't be disappointed, and I know your kids are going to love it. Because it alleviates stress, it alleviates second guessing. It alleviates all of that. When we're not sure we're doing something right. Well, should I be doing this or shouldn't I? You'll have a whole system. You'll be proactive instead of reactive. You won't be spoiling your child. You won't be raising an entitled child. You will be guaranteed that because my system encourages children to come in, feel visible in their home, feel listened to, feel valued. They come into this system knowing that disappointment happens and that's just a part of life. We're all human. We make mistakes, we fail at things. That's okay. You got to do those things to have success. And that's what this does. Yes, any age group. Can you save live? Yes. So what I explained is as long as Instagram doesn't quit on me, at the end of this, I will save it and it will repost to my Instagram page. If for some reason that doesn't happen, because last week Instagram quit on me. Was it last week? Doesn't matter. You can watch it on my YouTube channel, Pumped Up Parenting, or Day of Calm YouTube, or LinkedIn, or Facebook. It's posted in different places. But yes, and then once it's reposted, Graham, you can watch it from the beginning. And yes, all of this is for any age group, Kathy. Why? Because when children are brought up with respect, they learn respect. If they're brought up with responsibility and boundaries and limits and proper consequences and encouragement, they become responsible and they become successful, self-assured, confident, worthy grown-ups. If a child is always meant to believe that everything they do will work out, they will be sadly disappointed. How is a child, excuse me, who has gone through school, they forget their homework, their parent saves them and brings their homework. They forget their lunch, their parent saves them and brings their lunch. Every morning, whether they're 5 or they're 15, at 15, 16, 17, they're still treated like the 5-year-old. They're still helped to wake up every morning. You're waking up. They're not waking up. There is no responsibility. And then you expect to send them to college and they have all the responsibility and they don't even know where to begin. They can't even wake up in the morning without somebody waking them up. Are you going to call them every morning? I hope not, because you are not serving them. You are spoiling them. Love affects a child in every positive way. Love does not mean giving in to every whim. Love does not mean doing everything for them. Actually, it means the opposite. If you are micromanaging your children and you are doing everything for them and you are not giving them the opportunity to learn, be curious, explore, use their senses to learn about things, if you are keeping them from doing anything risky as a child, you won't let them throw a ball. You won't let them play a game. They might get hurt. You won't let them run. They might get hurt. You are hovering. That is not love. That is you doing your children a disservice. We are raising adults, not children. They're already children. It is up to us to role model and be the person we want our children to be. If you want your child to be confident, be confident. If you want your child to be respectful, be respectful. If you want your child to be kind, be kind. If you want your child to be loving, be loving. If you want your child to be compassionate, be compassionate. Show compassion. If you want to teach your child how to say they're sorry when they unintentionally did something wrong, you say you're sorry when you unintentionally did something wrong. Be the role model that you want your children to be. They're learning everything from you. Your actions always speak louder than your words. If you want your child to be calm and communicate calmly, respectfully, with manners, you need to communicate calmly, respectfully, and use your manners. You are so welcome, Cindy. Replay it every day. I have so many parents that go, how can I raise a well-mannered child? My child doesn't use their manners. And I actually had clients that said to me, because that was one of their concerns, "Well, we've been married so long, we don't use manners." Sometimes. And I said to them, "Well, then sometimes your child will use manners." You don't grow out of using manners. You don't grow out of being respectful. You are in control of you. And if you want to raise a child that is happy, that is content, that can deal with disappointment, that understands that everything doesn't just come their way the minute they want it, understands and appreciates delayed satisfaction, understands that their effort put into something is much more important than the result, because the result can always be altered when you change what you're doing to reach that result. They understand that they're able to try new things, take risks, come out of their comfort zone, do something that may not feel so great, may not feel so uncomfortable. They're used to this, but let's try this. When children understand those things, they become self-assured. They become confident. They become worthy. They have great self-esteem. What they don't become is spoiled. The only way to spoil a child, thank you, Roby. The only way to spoil a child is to give in to everything they want when they want it. Hugging your child shows love. Giving your child a kiss goodnight shows love. Comforting your child shows love. It helps them feel that they are appreciated and needed and they're visible. But just because they want a candy bar the minute they want a candy bar, giving that to them is not love. Giving that to them is catering to them. You're so welcome, Nick. Thank you for watching. That is catering to the child. When you're like, "Okay, okay." And I know it's hard sometimes. I know it's nighttime and your child gets up in the middle of the night and they're screaming and yelling and you're tired and you're like, "Fine, just get in bed with me." When you're trying to break them of the habit. Well, guess what? Now that just confirmed that they get in bed. And what the reality is if you work to break that habit, eventually it will be broken and it will stop happening and you won't have to deal with the frustration. Be intentional with the system you have in place in your home. And if you don't have a system, get one. And you can get it easily by going to quityelling.com and put in the coupon code podcast. Don't forget that, because that drops the price like 60%. And you will have your own back office personalized to you. You'll have all kinds of video trainings each day. Put them in place. If you have questions, you can ask me. Put them in place. Be consistent. Don't be like, "Oh, well, we tried that routine thing. It didn't work." Routines are not a thing. They're a consistent sequence of events that happens the same way every day at the same time until your child has mastered it and has become more independent with it and more self-reliant and less for you micromanaging. They're not a thing. They're an absolute. Okay, guys, I've got to run. I have a client. It's almost 11 o'clock. I hope this helped. Give me some emojis, some reactions, a thank you if this helped a lot. Also in the comments, if there's one thing you're going to do right now, put it in the comments. And if you have somebody that's telling you you're loving your child too much simply by hugging them, holding them, and cuddling them, thank you, Roby. God bless you, honey. Then give them this to watch so they know what actually spoils a child. Yes, Christina was so sweet, so sweet. Love her. What spoils a child, and I'll say it again before I go, is giving in to their every whim, giving in to what they want when they want it, right then and there. Love will not spoil a child. You're so welcome, Kushi. Thank you for joining. And to all of you, thank you so much for joining. If you want to put a system in your home, go to quityelling.com, coupon code podcast. It is literally a no-brainer, my friends. You'll spend, 40 something bucks on things that are not going to affect the success of your child, but something you want. Spend a little money on something that is going to change the harmony in your home, is going to change the confidence your child has as they grow up, is going to change the respect, the cooperation, the listening. It will do it if you do it. I can't do it for you. I can support you. I can help you, but you have to take action on that. If you're going to get quityelling.com, you're going to get that system with the coupon code podcast. Give me some hearts, because it is such a low investment. It's barely an investment. You'll spend more money at Starbucks every day to change the dynamic of your family, to create family harmony, to increase cooperation, to increase listening, to take away the frustration and the overwhelm, and to really raise the adult you want to see. Okay, guys, I love you. I'm so grateful for you taking time out of your busy schedule to hang out with me. I really appreciate it. I know you're busy, and I know a half hour of your time is valuable. Thank you so much. I hope I return the value. As always, my friends, I wish you days filled with peace, love, tons of laughter. Really is the best medicine. You need to laugh more. Things are funny. And I'll see you here next time in Pumped Up Parenting and Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, and around the web. I love you too, Cindy. I love you too. And if you're in YouTube, thumbs up, subscribe, comment, whatever you're supposed to do. Do all that. Nick, I'll see you later. All of you, I'll see you later. Have an awesome day. I'll be back next week. Oh, wait a minute. Next week, I may not be back at 10:30 because I'm speaking next week in Canada at the 2024 World Forum for Childcare and Early Education. So I'm there all week. So I may or may not, if I go live, it'll be at some weird random time to tell you how the conference is going. But I'm pretty sure I won't be here at 10:30 next week. Okay. 10:30 Eastern time, whatever time it is in your world. I'm here right outside of Baltimore. You know that bridge that fell down? Right next to the bridge that fell down. Luckily, not under the bridge that fell down. All right. Thank you, Kushi. I love you too. I love all of you. Give yourself a hug from me, and I'll see you here next time. Bye-bye, everyone.